In a world where the automotive industry keeps pushing the limits of electric mobility and turbocharged precision, Mazda has decided to stir the pot with a name that enthusiasts have been craving for years: the RX-8. Yes, it's back. The 2026 Mazda RX-8 isn't just a tribute to its iconic predecessor. It's a full-blown resurrection with a twist that challenges every expectation. What makes this version special? It's the seamless fusion of rotary engine heritage with hybrid innovation, wrapped in a body that screams performance and precision. The first thing you notice is the design. Mazda hasn't just refined the look of the old RX-8, they've reimagined it. The 2026 model looks like it was born from a wind tunnel and raised on a racetrack. Its elongated hood, flared fenders, and deeply sculpted side panels give it an aggressive stance, while the low-slung roofline and frameless doors recall the coupe's rebellious spirit. The signature grille is now more defined and integrated into a sharp front fascia that features sleek LED matrix headlights. Around back, you get a wide diffuser, quad exhaust tips, and taillights that resemble turbine blades, paying homage to the rotary heart within. But let's talk power, because this RX-8 isn't just a pretty face. Mazda brings back the rotary engine, but it's not what you remember. This isn't the thirsty Renesis that guzzled gas and oil in equal measure. It's a compact, twin-rotor engine acting as a generator for an electric drive unit. Yes, the 2026 RX-8 is a series hybrid. The rotary engine exists not to drive the wheels directly, but to charge a battery pack that powers dual electric motors on the rear axle. The result is instantaneous torque delivery combined with the unmistakable high-rev whine of a rotary engine in the background. It's strange, it's exciting, and it's uniquely Mazda. The numbers are impressive. With a combined output of around 370 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time in the low 4-second range, the RX-8 is faster than it's ever been. But the speed isn't what defines it, it's the feel. Mazda has tuned the RX-8 for driving engagement with a near-perfect 50/50 weight distribution, double wishbone suspension up front, and a multi-link setup in the rear. The chassis is light and rigid thanks to Mazda's Skyactiv multi-platform, and steering feedback is razor-sharp. On a twisty backroad or a closed circuit, this car comes alive, dancing from apex to apex with a grace that puts some sports cars twice its price to shame. Step inside, and the cabin is a masterclass in driver-focused design. Gone are the quirky rear, hinged doors, replaced by a more conventional coupe layout. But what you lose in novelty, you gain in structural integrity. The seats are deeply bolstered and trimmed in Alcantara and leather, with red stitching tracing every contour. The digital instrument cluster is rotary, themed of course, featuring a tachometer-inspired power gauge that blends rotary RPM with electric torque levels. Mazda's minimalist infotainment system is still here, but with a larger touchscreen, haptic feedback, and wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The interior lighting changes based on your drive mode: cool blue in eco, fiery red in sport. One of the most fascinating aspects is how seamlessly the powertrain operates. At low speeds, you're cruising in near silence, relying purely on electric propulsion. Push harder, and the rotary engine wakes up, spinning rapidly as it charges the battery and keeps the motors fed. Unlike traditional hybrids, there's no vibration, no delay, just a seamless flow of power that builds with urgency. There's even a rotary sound enhancement system that feeds a digitized but authentic version of the engine's signature whine through the speakers. Purists might scoff, but the emotional connection it creates is real. Mazda has also incorporated regenerative braking that doesn't feel artificial. You can modulate it with paddle shifters, giving you full control over how aggressively the car slows down when you lift off the throttle. It's these little details that make the RX-8 feel alive. The driving modes aren't just throttle maps either. They alter suspension stiffness, steering weight, brake feel, and even torque vectoring between the rear wheels. Whether you're commuting, carving canyons, or hitting the track, this car molds itself to you. Safety and tech haven't been ignored. The RX-8 comes standard with Mazda's full suite of iActive Sense features, including adaptive cruise, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, and blind spot monitoring. But it's all calibrated with the enthusiast in mind. Interventions are subtle and rarely intrusive. There's also a heads-up display that projects gear selection, G-forces, and a lap timer when you're in track mode. Mazda hasn't just made a fun car, they've made a smart one. Even the practicality angle has been slightly improved. There's more usable cargo space than you'd expect in a sports coupe. And the rear seats, while tight, are suitable for short trips or kids. The Rotary engine's compact nature means more room up front for crumple zones, adding to its crash safety credentials. And while the fuel economy isn't groundbreaking, it's significantly better than any previous RX model, thanks to the hybrid system and the Rotary's optimized use as a generator rather than a direct drive engine. In a time when sports cars are either going fully electric or abandoning soul for specs, the 2026 Mazda RX-8 dares to walk a different path. It embraces Mazda's Rotary heritage not by replicating the past, but by evolving it. It's a car that celebrates emotion, balance, and innovation. It doesn't just perform, it captivates. This is a car built for people who love driving, who remember what it feels like to be connected to the road, and who want something more than just numbers on a spec sheet. The RX-8's return in 2026 isn't just a revival, it's a revolution. It proves that Mazda isn't afraid to take risks, to dream differently, and to carve their own lane in an industry that often chooses conformity over character. Whether you're a longtime Rotary fan or someone discovering the magic of Mazda for the first time, the new RX-8 delivers a one-of-kind experience. It's not just back, it's reborn, and it's ready to thrill all over again.